these questions is this. It's all based on the 25% credit utilization ratio rule. What that simply means is this. The credit reporting agencies have shown that through their studies, the more that you go over 25% of your credit limit, even though you're making your payments on time, you're more likely to default on that credit card. Here you're at 60%. You've spent $600 of $1,000. Even though you've made your payments on time, it's actually hurting your credit score. Here, you've got another $1,000. You spent $250 of that, which gives you 25% on the credit utilization. On the other hand, now it's fixing to go down to 20% shortly, which is going to actually hurt more people's credit scores. Ideally, you want to keep it at 9 or no more than really 10%. But right now, in this example, it's helping your score. Here, you've got this $5,000 credit card limit. Now, you've only used $100 of that. It's helping your score. But now, it could hurt that score. But I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. And the way that they're going to actually score you on your credit report is by simply adding up your credit card limits. You've got 1,000, 1,000, 5,000, which gives you 7,000 in credit card limits. They're going to add up all of your charges as well in these examples, which means you spent $950 of that 7,000, which gives you about a 14% credit utilization ratio. Overall, you're looking good, but they're going to score you individually as well as collectively. So that card is actually hurting your score. Collectively, you're okay. You heard me say a minute ago how actually this card could actually come back and hurt your score. It can, simply because how do banks typically make money besides feeing you to death? They make money on interest, on how much you borrow. They're not really concerned about how much you're using, because they make money for themselves. But here, because you have only utilized $100 of that $5,000 limit, a lot of banks will actually lower your credit limit and give it to someone who's going to use more of it. So what they're going to do is kind of lower that limit to the extent of what you're basically using. So let's say here, now they lower it to $500. Now, instead of having $7,000 in credit card limits, you're brought down to $2,500. You still have $950 worth of charges, but now instead of 14%, you're at 38%. Individually, that one's hurting, and collectively, your combined ratio is hurting your credit score. I want to thank you for the time spent in our first of a series of credit coaching videos. In our next coaching video, I'm going to show you how to change the way you pay your bills, increase your credit score, and actually never pay a credit card by the due date. Thank you for listening.